Okay, gonna go over some wrist pails and rails in a quadruped position to work on improving that capsule space and closing the gap between the active range and passive range of motion in wrist extension. So we're gonna come down to quadruped position here, and we basically wanna be making sure that the heel of our hand all the way kind of along this sort of meaty part of the hand is in contact with the floor the whole time. So as I set my hands about shoulder width apart, I'm going to firmly push down into the floor and kind of imagine that I'm spreading the floor with my hands. So once I'm here, engaged, I'm going to push my abs out so that I am keeping my lower body and core just sort of nice and stable. And then I'm just going to drive forward until that heel of the hand starts to come up. And so from the side, what that's going to look like is as I start to raise up here, that's where I lose contact with the heel of my hand. So this is my end range here, and I'm just going to hold this position for about 2 minutes. And I can kind of be a little bit active in exploring side to side, coming back, pushing into that range of motion, and just kind of feeling where I'm most tight, doing a little bit of a body scan during that 2-minute stretch. From there, I'm going to take my first breath in for pails and rails, going to breathe in, pack that air into my low abs, and then really spread the floor and get tight through my upper back. From here, I'm going to push down into the floor, trying to imagine that I'm pushing this way into the ground, and I'm using just this knuckle line here, this first knuckle, to try to push down into the floor. I'm not trying to push through the fingertips. So I'm going to drive down, work my way up, 30, 60, 80 to 85% effort, hold for 10 seconds. Once I've held for 10 seconds, I'm going to switch, try to pull my fingers up off the floor and begin to rock back onto my heels just until my fingers come up off the ground. I try to keep my elbows locked out straight, hold in that lift off position for about 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Lean back forward into that stretch. I'm going to maintain that position for about 30 seconds, and then I'll go into another pails and rails set. And I usually like to do between 2 and 4 sets of pails and rails in the quadruped position for wrist extension.